You're rocking to the #1 power mixer. It's your boy, DJ
Jesus.
For all the people who are listening right now, WPIR 98.4 FM. It's your boy DJ Trap Jizzle. We got the infamous, the legendary Brooklyn native.
Yes, sir.
Rampage. Do I get to say the last Boy Scout, or you cut that out too?
You could do it, man. You could do it. You could jump
Rampage, the last Boy Scout is in the building, peoples. Holla at your boy.
Yes. We here.
Oh man. Yeah, we've been waiting, anticipating this one since the last week of last year.
No doubt. What's going on, brother?
Ah man, I'm chilling, dude. I'm watching you.
Hey, you know, we making moves. T-Freeze is the movement. You already know. You know what I'm saying? Your boy's back to the game. You know, full-fledged. You know, making big moves, making a lot of music, and you know, feeling good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I see your YouTube.
You know?
I see your YouTube account. You was dropping mad joints on there.
Yeah, shout out the whole D-Freeze movement, man. Shout out East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, Dirty South, everywhere in a 1,000,000 block radius. Shout everybody out for just showing your boy love. You know, I'm just making moves.
I feel you, because I hit you up that day on Facebook like, yo, I seen the Smack Somebody post, dude. Like, yo, we need that. We need that here.
Shout out Felony Music for that, man.
All right, let me ask you this question, because you sent me a recent track. She Scream.
Oh yeah.
So give me some type of insight on that, man. We'll, you know, let the people know where were you going with that.
No, my man Andrew One Blood Reed had a record sent to one of my homeboys, DJ JFX. They sent it over to us, and the record was dope. And my dude Felony Music and JFX put the beat together, and Andrew was already on it. I heard it, and I just ran with it. And then I'm in the studio with my dude Hood, and my manager's like, yo, Hood need to get on that too. So we in the studio, we vibing, because the beat is so crazy, you know. There you have it, She Scream, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, Andrew set that pace for that. You know what I'm saying? Andrew Blood Reed. And I just took it from what he was saying, and you know, I had to spice some lyrics on that.
Throw that New York flavor on it, you know.
Yeah, some of that bad boy, big up to all the Yard Man Massive, you feel me?
Right. So, for those who don't know, man, let the people know where you originally from, man.
I'm from Flatbush, Brooklyn.
Big up Flatbush, Utica. Dollar. Oh man, I miss New York. It like those certain things. That's why I miss New York, man. But right now,
I can't hear you.
No, I was saying by those certain things like the dollar cab, you know, and things like that. That's why I miss New York. You know.
Yeah. I love New York. I'm a New York boy to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? Flip Mode is the squad forever.
That's right, son. Right, Flip Mode is the squad.
You know what I'm saying? AKA Mr. Fix Your Face, AKA Mr. Glowy the Kid, AKA the First Lieutenant, AKA the Boy Scout, AKA, man, come on.
Hey, look, and for those who don't know, you want to know how famous Rampage is? I'm going to tell y'all a little story. He don't even know this story. I was on my way to the movie theaters, Midtown Manhattan. Now, right. He couldn't hide from me, but he hid well from everybody else. He had on a hoodie. I think the jacket was not South Pole, Helly Hansen joint.
Wow.
And you had a hood on. You was with some young lady. You had a hood on. This was a long time ago. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And I was like, yo, that's Ramp. Me and my wife sitting there like, yep, that is Ramp. I'm like, watch. I said, let me say something to her. Let's see if he going to say something back. It's like, yo, what up, Ramp? But in the mix of you hiding, you know, trying to keep low key, you did shout us out. You know what I'm saying? You was like, what's up, you know, through the salute, you know, da-da-da. So I was like, okay, that's good. He, even though he's famous, he will still conversate with the average cat. You know what I'm saying? So I actually like that.
You know, I'm never Hollywood, man. You say what's up to me, I say what's up to you. You know what I'm saying? You got to be, you know, when you're in the music business or this thing we call the industry, you have to show respect. What a lot of people don't know, respect goes a long way.
Yep.
So, you know, I'm one of those dudes that's very respectful. I'm not on no Hollywood. Yes, I had my hoodie on, but you know what? I still show love.
Yeah, I mean, dog, I understand why you had the hoodie on. You know what I'm saying? It's just that I don't know if everybody else was probably looking at it that way. You know what I'm saying? We was at somewhere like 44th Street or something, somewhere down.
I remember that. I forget what I went to go see, but I remember that.
I can't even remember what it was. I think it was The Matrix.
Yeah, The Matrix 2.
I'm not sure which one, but I do believe it was The Matrix, because I can honestly say I went to Manhattan to see The Matrix, so I know it had to be The Matrix.
Well, and it was a long ass line too.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
I think I skipped the line because I told somebody who I was.
See, sometimes it's good to be a celebrity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Sometimes it's good to be real and be humble. When you humble, you get things in life, you know?
And that's the thing, like, I teach these artists, you know, these artists be hitting me up, yo, I'm trying to get my joint played on the air, but I told them, like, yo, it's a certain way, certain levels to get, you know, airplay. You can't just hit me up in the box and be like, yo, dog, here's my link to SoundCloud or YouTube, yo, play my joint. I'm like, it's not going to work that way.
You got to be presentable, you know, you got to present your joint, just don't rush it. It takes time. A lot of artists just move too fast, that's why they kill themselves. You know what I'm saying? So all artists that's listening to this interview, man, understand what you're doing. Understand if you want to be in the music business, you have to be professional. You have to have a press kit. You have to, you know, you have to make sure your team is intact. You got to contact numbers and people could reach out to you. Make sure you got a proper email and your email is not bouncing all over the place.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And the contracts you reading. Understand the industry. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter how low you is. You know what I'm saying? At this time, it don't even matter no more. Everybody's just dropping. There's no rules to the game anymore. So, again, don't worry about bringing this one back and bringing this back. Just do you.
True, because the music is going to speak for itself.
Correct.
And that's one thing that shit is killing me, that the New York radio stations are treating our New York MCs like they don't matter. So what we decided to do was build a station based on New York type music, you know, even though we cater to the South and the West Coast a lot too. But if we can get artists from New York, like their song could come to us, it would not be a problem to play it. None at all. But then, you know, right, people don't do it the correct way.
Correct.
All right, so let the people know how you get started, man. How did you end up with Bust a Bus and everything?
Well, first of all, you know, I got started in Brooklyn, New York with Busta Rhymes, and Busta Rhymes is my first cousin. And from there, everything has just been, you know, everything has just been going up. But, you know, he just didn't just put me on. I have to pay my dues, so I was doing a lot of traveling with leaders of the new school and, you know, learning the game, and he wanted to make sure he taught me the game, and he taught me well. But one thing he taught me is you got to be humble, and you got to humble yourself. Sometimes you got to do things that you don't want to do. And you know what I'm saying? Now I understand what he was telling me, because, you know, you can't wait on these record labels. You gotta go ahead and go against the grain. So, you know, from then, me stepping up, after, you know, he's finishing with leaders of the new school, he started Flip Mode Squad, and I was the first member of the Flip Mode Squad. Yeah, because I was actually DJing in New York City at the time when Flip Mode was announced like that. And, you know, Wild for the Night was like one of our anthems in Bed-Stuy. Like, every Friday, they will play it on the radio or whatever the scenario be. Everybody's checking it in. Everybody. Right. Right. And that's what sparked me, you know what I mean? But there was a lot of work involved. It was a lot of paying attention and understanding and not fighting the machine. You know, learning what you learning and being respectful and And you know, it was just the feeling then. Back then, you could just, you know, go to the tunnel and come home and make some heaters. You know what I'm saying? So, me, that Wild for the Night record sparked up because, you know, I was in the tunnel and Funkmaster Fletch was playing. I think it was Shook Ones or something like that. No. He's playing Wu-Tang. Where I should have done. Hoods on the right.
Wow for the night.
Come on, let me try. And it did it. I was like, hold up. When I heard that record, I went home. Flex played it in the tunnel, right? I went home, and I had this track from my cousin Baxman, who produced Wild for the Night. And 2 days later, I was in Soundtrack Studios. And I was in there by myself. Bus said, I'm coming up there. I was like, for what? He said, I know you cooking up something. I was like, don't come through here. I'm just going to vibe for a minute. So he pops up 2 hours later with Easy Mo Beat, who made Flavor in Your Ear at the time. You know what I'm saying? So he pops up. He popped up at the studio, and I just finished laying the vocals to Wild for the Night, but I didn't have a hook to it. And Bus was like, yo, Paige, I got a hook for this. You know what I told him? Nah, I don't want you on it. He like, come on. I said, nah, I just want to do this by myself. So I'm kicking it in the studio. I'm pacing back and forth from the studio, from the lounge. The dude, Bus, jumps on the record and laid a hook. And he told me if I didn't like it, I could take them off. So 20 minutes later, Mo B looking at me, Backspin looking at me, my engineer, Vinny Nicoletti looking at me like, I think you need to keep that hook. So, you know, ever since then, my career has been going up and 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 up, and I just been jumping on classes like Alicia Keys' Falling, Flavor in Your Ear Remix, Woo-Ha. I'm on joints, man.
Oh, dog, I know. I got just about every track that you did from back in the days.
Roll it up, man. It ain't nothing like real hip-hop, authentic hip-hop. So, again, at that time, you had to really sell records. These cats are not selling records right now. They're selling downloads. So just imagine if we were selling downloads then, how much records would be sold.
Oh, man, it would have been crazy.
So that's how Wild for the Night came about.
So, like, how do you feel about, like, how the distributing of music is going right now? Like, being that Beyonce, she broke the iTunes record for most sales on iTunes, and like, Target and Best Buy and a couple of these other companies are not trying to sell her album. What are your views on that? Like, you know what I'm saying, is you being the artist trying to do it yourself?
My views is sometimes you have to go against the grain. And every couple of years, there's an artist that's always doing something that's dominating the lane to step the bar up further. And for what she did was genius. For what Jay did with Samson was genius. Again, that means if I record my album today, I put it out Friday, or I put it out Wednesday online. That means the record label has to play catch up to me. Exactly. I don't catch up to them anymore. So that barrier is broken. So that means if Beyonce put out an album because she wanted to. Remember, there was a time when labels would give you a date to put the record out because it would take them 6 weeks to service the whole joint. Now with this digital movement, I put it out tomorrow. Label catch up to me. Better yet, label pays me. So now, whatever budget they was giving me, I use my own bread and I put the record out. Now you have to reimburse me, and now y'all at the record label and promotions have to play catch up. Better yet, I'm already at $1 million right now. What we gonna do? What are y'all saying over there? Now,
like, instead of
that forced them to pay me more money because now you don't know when I'm gonna do that next time. And to be the first female to ever do that, that's historic right there, brother.
Of course.
That means the game, like I said, the game has no rules. You have to figure out what type of marketing you want to go with for yourself. That's why when you look at the digital sales, there's more digital sales than regular record sales. Nobody's selling records anymore.
And that's the future.
Somebody's pushing a download. So I think that is historic for her to do that.
So like, all right, I know, but what? Okay, we know you've been pumping out a lot of new joints. What is the name of the album that you're promoting?
The album that I'm promoting, I've just been leaking out records to create a situation because we all know if you don't have no awareness, nobody knows. And we're living in a time where it's digital and everybody's on their phones. So I've been creating different singles, letting everybody know I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going nowhere. And I'm working on that new album called Everyone Ain't Loyal.
Okay, true.
In the industry, nobody's loyal.
And that's the thing, like I tell a lot of these people, because we just did a interview recently with MC Shan. And I was telling him, like, during the 90s, I actually pursued the whole being a rapper scene. And that was right before, the year before that shiny suit situation started to take place. And I kind of like fell back from that because that ain't the hip hop I grew up to. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't the hip hop I was DJing at the block parties, the hooky parties, and the clubs to. I was like, I wasn't playing this type of music. You know what I'm saying? Right. So for me to be an artist and write this shiny shoot shit, pardon me, but I just was like, I couldn't feel it. So then I start to ask myself, where's all these other rappers, these New York rappers? And that's when I learned that what the radio stations were doing, I figured it out. So instead of me becoming a full-fledged rapper, I went back behind the scenes and started up a digital broadcasting where we did visual radio play, like for websites and stuff like that. So that blast off. The next thing you know, bang, we doing mobile now. You know, we on TuneIn, iTunes Radio, Radio Loyalty. We like got listeners in countries we probably would never go. You know, but that's the thing, and that's the
blessing. You know why? Because now, when you got a target audience and you can target your station, that means you're bigger than the Hot 97. That means you're bigger than all these stations that everybody must follow. It's like you're going against the grain. And when you sought to do that, you did it right. You understand? So again, every couple of years, you have to set a tone. I don't care if you're a rapper, you're a host, you're a radio station. You have to set the tone. Because again, it can't get better if you don't set the tone. It can't get right if you don't set it first. And you're one of the dudes that set that bar for a lot of radio people to start doing more digital. People are asking you, how are you doing this? You know what? This is how I'm doing it. You're not talking about it, you're doing it.
Basically. So what did you like? How do you feel that they saying that the New York radio stations is that they are the ones who killed the sound of the New York hip hop sound? Actually,
you know something, man. I can't point that to nobody. You got to just point that to every couple of years, music change, and if you don't go along with the time, you lose. You know that. When we was coming up, we was listening to MC Shan.
Yep.
After now we rocking with Rampage and Biggie. And after Rampage and Biggie, you know what I'm saying? So people got to stop pointing fingers and start doing what they need to do. Stop worrying about New York radio and LA radio. Just do what you need to do, man. This is a grind. I remember the time when you had a dope tape in your pocket. That was a buzz. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It needs to really go back to that, man. But everybody's so focused on this DJ. I can't single nobody out. I can't blame nobody. You know what I mean? I don't want to blame nobody.
True.
I wanna go against the grain. I want to just keep putting out good music. I got fans all over the world. That's what I'm worrying about.
And you slipped up. You know something, Ramp? I gotta say this. You slipped a couple of CDs past me. I did mention that earlier on the air. I didn't notice about the 98 CD. The CD before that.
Sorry about that, but you know what? I had to stay moving because again, that lets you know that I'm not thinking about nothing else. I'm about this music. Now the artists need to stop worrying about, excuse me, stop worrying about this DJ, this New York, this, man, kill all that. Let's get back to the music, man. What happened to the music? Let the music speak. You know what I'm saying? You see when Beyonce drops this album, she dropped it on everybody. Ain't nobody worrying about who playing what. Everybody gonna have to submit to what's going on. Exactly,
because when that CD dropped on iTunes, I was sitting in front of my desk waiting for it to drop. Same as Jay's when his Holy Grail joint dropped. I was sitting in front of the computer waiting for that album to drop. So, I mean, it's all about how you present it. You know what I mean? If you got a nice marketing plan to get a lot of listeners or get a lot of buyers and stuff like that, utilize the plan. People don't think that far ahead.
Correct. That's what I'm saying.
Because your niggas in the hood is only going to be so many record sales. You know what I'm saying? 15 sales.
It ain't even about record sales no more. Because there's people that's selling beyond that we don't even know about that's going across the world, my dude.
Of course.
But this digital game that you in, this is the land that we live in. CDs is going to be alternate for the next couple of months. They're going to be gone. Everything's going to be digital. So I don't have to go to Tower Records. I don't have to go to Best Buy. I don't have to go to Target no more.
All you do is hit them up on Twitter.
My record in Target, I'm going to get my sales regardless, digitally. I'm going to stay home, put the album out, stay home, and then my manager is on the phone with different promoters who's downloading all my records across the country. Notice I ain't say Tower or Target because y'all going to be forced to sell it anyway. I'm not going to beef with y'all. Y'all going to be forced or y'all going to lose money. So I'm going to have the label reprint certain types, but I already moved the units, so now everybody owe me right now. That's how the game is moving. If you're not with them type of systems, then you lose.
And that's the thing, like for these unsigned artists that we have these little packages for them, and we do a lot to help promote them where no one else in their camp is promoting them, and they still look at it like, oh nah man, I think I can get on Hot 97 and this, that, and the third. I'm like, go on ahead, try it.
Yeah.
Because Ebro ain't having it.
but people don't understand that Hot 97 is a corporate station. If you don't have corporate dollars, you can't hang. Again, I'm going to say that again.
Yes, please say that again.
Hot 97, no diss to Hot 97, but again, it's corporate. So if you're playing with corporate money, then you can get on Hot 97. Now, if your record is blazing in the street with all the DJs and automatically all the DJs start playing, then you might have a chance.
Because a lot of these radio personalities, they go to the clubs.
And until you put in the work and you understand how radio works, because a lot of people don't understand this, you're just not going to get on Hot 97 if you ain't knowing the program director. That's the first person you talk before the DJs. Now, if you know a DJ, he has to talk to the program director to put you on Hot 97. He has to get that approved. Because right now, they already got who's paying the bills over there. So if they choose to want to play Def Jam all day, guess who's paying the bills at Hot 97? You be like, yo, man, them records is whack. Nah, they not whack. They paying the bills over there corporately.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So artists got to get out that mode about, I could do this, I can do that. Nah, man, you can do it, but you got to make ways to learn how to do that. Just don't jump the gun because you kill yourself. You did?
That's crazy. That is so crazy because I tell these niggas that shit all the time. Now that we have an established rapper to say it, we're good.
Drink water or lead them to the well. If they don't drink, that's on them. 2 years later, or a year later, or 15 years later, somebody's popping with that same method. Then you like, oh man, this week you corny and you hating. You can't hate on somebody that see a vision, brother. Can't hate on somebody that listens. When you see, a lot of artists need to pay attention and listen. We don't listen as artists. We hard-headed. We think we know it all. We think because we see these dudes playing 1,000,000 times on Hot 97, we can do it. No, we can't do it because we don't have them structures and them teams and that money and that bread and that our politic game ain't right. You know?
Yep. So. And that's the thing. Like all you rappers, y'all just heard it. The man has been signed He done did major joints. He's been on legendary records, and he is saying the same thing I've been telling y'all for the last year. Since 2013, I've been telling y'all this.
Like, a lot of things like that don't matter, man. It's about you getting out there. Like, you really, there's a lot of cats that's sitting home selling records online, but being in other countries making tons of money. Because
Exactly.
they're getting off their behinds and they doing the work. They're dropping flyers. They're building fan base off of Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I don't care if you got 500 people on Facebook. Do a show with 500 people and charge $20. You do the math.
Yep.
You got a single at iTunes for $1.99. Do the math.
Nah, it all adds out. It adds out.
Then you take that money and put it back into yourself, and then go back on the road in another state and do another 500 people.
And that's the
And
thing.
you keep going. And you keep going. Your numbers are going up. Now labels are coming at you. Now you're worth something. That's like getting a buzz all over again. Now, we know about your buzz now, man. I might as well stay independent. I'm Tech 9. I'm doing $25 million a year.
And you know something? I was telling people, like, remember back in the days during the Crush Groove era, and how people had to go about getting their songs played on the radio. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's the way we doing it here. We're not dealing with the whole corporate bullshit. You know what I'm saying? We don't want that. We want the people to feel these artists the way we would feel them, like it was back in the days. You know what I'm saying? Right. Then everybody would have a better understanding. Like, you just can't jot a bunch of bullshit down on a piece of paper with a repeated hook and call it music.
Right.
You know, you got to give the people something to understand.
I agree with you. But again, nobody wants to listen. So if they don't want to listen, I can't keep giving out information.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you beating a dead horse. You know what I mean? Everybody wants the industry, but nobody wants to put in the work. What do? Everybody can rap, but nobody wants to put in the work. As soon as one of the little homies jump up in front of them, you got to understand it wasn't your time. Everything is timing. Timing.
Okay, so here's a quick question. What are your thoughts on, like, all right, how they say New York rap has went south, but then they got these certain coming rappers, you know, like Joey Badass, you know, the Trillmatic track that's been out lately, and a lot of these tracks of bringing that 90s flavor back. Like, how do you feel about those?
I think it's healthy for the sport. I think it's still there. I think they doing it to be different, and everybody's doing it to be different. But at the end of the day, when you're doing this, make sure you're true to yourself. You understand?
True, because there's a verse that I heard, there's a line in Troy Ave's on his Christmas CD he dropped. He said, yo, some shit about niggas come up to him asking him, saying that, yo, he like how he keep in New York, he got his New York flow or some shit like that. But then it's the same niggas that was actually trying to sound like them niggas from Atlanta or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And that line, I felt that line out of the whole entire Troy Ave album, because that line was symbolic. It was strong. It stood out. Like, how you gonna feel me as a New York rapper when you a New York rapper, but you sound like these niggas? You know?
You know what?
And that's, go ahead.
You know what? It's not where you from, it's where you at, man. Rakim said it the best. It's not where you from, it's where you at as an MC. Now, if you choose to go that route, that's a dope route for him to go. Everybody can't do what he does. Kid Troy Ave is a dope-ass MC.
Yeah.
He's hella dope. But then at the end of the day, he has fans like me, you, a couple of other people, where he can go any place in New York and do a show and pack out. So that's why it don't really matter no more. Like, all that shit don't even matter no more. If you choose to get on a dope-ass beat like this record with Method Man and the ASAP movement, the record is a dope record.
Yeah, it is.
One record at Hot 97. Who would ever thought that? Feel me? And that's a hip hop record.
Yeah, like so this
again,
track with.
Again,
go ahead.
We have to, you know, It's going to turn, man. Eventually, it's going to turn around. But again, just like how your mom and them grew up off the certain music, the music has changed. The music is, every couple of years, the music is going to change, my brother. It's definitely going to change. And when cats like Troy Ave, Joey Badass, and all them, they're going to change some things, but then you got to think about the generation behind that. And the generation after that. Mm-hmm. And our generation that's listening to it. Like how our moms and them used to listen to Marvin Gaye and all of them coming up. You understand?
True.
Once we could, we got to embrace that. My kids listen to that type of music. My kids like 90s music. My daughter says, yo, Dad, my daughter quoted one of my verses from Flavor in Your Ear, 2194. I thought it was funny. You know what I'm saying? That lets me know that my kid is paying attention to me.
Yeah.
That lets me know that my kids grew up on 90s music, so that music they know. Just like how we knew when our parents was listening to Marvin Gaye, we knew some of them songs as well. Gotta go with the time, my dude. We can't worry about who's taking this over and who's taking that over. I don't got no barriers, man. I'm breaking all grounds. Rampage, real MC, first lieutenant, lyrical lieutenant. I'm lyrically. It's nothing that I can't do. I get on the South record, I'm just showing my skills. When Jay get on the South record, he's showing his skill. I'm going with the time.
Because that's one of
relevant in this music business. I have to go with the time.
And that was one of
my element. But you know what? My daughter's shot for any MC that wanted. I got tons of records. Can't hold me. Once an MC, always an MC.
True.
KRS-One. Once an MC, always an MC. Rakim, he out here doing it. Kane is still on the road. Just everybody got to find where their niches at. Everybody got to just get off of trying to take over New York, man. That's why dudes are losing. You understand? That's what, y'all messing with the DJs, and the DJs is the one that really support y'all. They really support the music, but if they getting paid to play what they need to play, hey, they got babies and families. So don't point the finger at the DJ. That's all I'm saying. And I tell every MC, without the DJ, there's no you. No you. You won't know the music. It's not a person like you, my dude. They don't know the information.
And that's
people
right.
That's on the station that listening, if you don't drop the information because they diehard listeners, then they're going to lose because they don't understand. We need to start learning how to understand and listen. This is why a lot of things go past us, because we don't listen. I'm keeping it real with you.
And you know something? And that's a strong note right there. I really didn't have nothing else to say behind that.
So,
word, that's some serious shit.
In the game, and it's 25. I'm 25 years in the game, strong. I got between 30 to 25 gold and platinum records. I've been there already. I saw it. You know, I'm Rampage, the corporate dude. I'm understanding structure. When I was coming up, I didn't understand the structure. Now I understand it. Now I'm able to survive in this music business. No matter what, I'm going to always have a job in the music business because I understand. I keep relationships. I don't burn bridges. You know what I'm saying? When you burn bridges, relationships is bigger than money because you never know when you might have to see these people again. You never know when these positions might change. You say wrong to somebody 20 years ago, you never knew they're in this spot up at Sony trying to give you a deal, but then find out that you had a beef with them 20 years ago, then it goes south. You understand? So again, that's why I tell artists, have relationships. Relationships are worth more than money. I can call LL Cool J. Hey, say, yo, Jay, can you give me a regimen because I'm working out and I want to know how to lose weight fast. LL hit me right back. No money, hit me right back. Paige, what's up? What you need? All right, do this, do that, do this. Like, it's communication. We lose communication as black people, man. But we let the other people get it before us because we lack listening.
And that's one of the things that bug me out, too. Like, a white person will come out with the same idea a black person been doing and been trying to promote it to his peers, and they wasn't feeling it. But as soon as the white person take that same idea and come to the black people with it, they ready to jump ship, boom, 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 this, that, and the third. That's one thing I don't get.
So again, lack of listening and lack of understanding This is where we lose at. That's the thing you point the finger at, because you missed out and somebody else jumped ahead. All great minds think alike.
And that's why I put out that tweet for everybody to see. Your ego only going to get you so far.
Yep. Because if your ego stinks, nobody's trying to deal with you. You're killing your money. You're killing yourself as an artist. And, you know, being an artist, you have to be humble doing your travels, man. This is how you stay on this earth longer. You have to be respectful. The word respectful amongst your peers. A lot of people are not respectful amongst their peers. They always thinking I could do better than them, and it's cool. But at the end of the day, they're actually doing better than you.
Because they're where you're trying to be.
Right. They're being themselves. You're trying to be something you're not. So if you grew up, it goes back to what you said. If you grew up to 90s music and that's how you felt, then make 90s music. Because eventually, somebody's going to follow you.
Exactly.
Troy Ave. Somebody's going to follow you. Guess what? Now I got a fan base of 20,000. Guess what? I got the right team so I can put a tour together. Guess what? I moved another 15,000 through iTunes. Guess what? I never had to distribute it, not once. I don't need Sony. Sony needs me.
Oh, so you still under that contract with Sony, right?
No, not me. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, when you passed me the Smack Somebody joint, now the day that we premiered that, I told people, I was like, now, before I play this song, I want y'all to understand the backstory behind this man. Because like I told you not too long ago, you slipped 2 albums past me. I didn't know those were out. So now I got to go back and find them. You know, but I was like, with this man here, he has done a lot of music work. I mean, like, for real. And everything that you seen him on, even if it made video or it didn't make video, it was a strong song. So when I played it, I did it the way New York, if I was working at Hot 97 or some shit like that, I would have been flex bombing that shit throughout the first, second, and third verse. Because the song, when at the point in time when you passed me that song, I felt that New Yorkers needed that slap. They needed it. So I was tweeting it out like, yo, Hot 97, smack somebody. Yo, Power 105, smack somebody. Word. I was tweeting it out like that, real hard.
Right. Nah, as you should. But again, the way I made the record, that's how I felt. Because, you know, the game makes you want to smack somebody. And, you know when it's intense. And you're a real hip-hopper, you know what I'm saying? You on your boom bap. I was on my boom bap. Shout out Felony Music for the track. Like, he played it, and that's how I felt. Like, I wanted to smack somebody. Not go out here and physically hurt nobody, but really smack up. You know how people be slacking in the game. Y'all make me want to smack somebody, man. Get y'all stuff together. Get your attitudes right. Let's all team up. We could all do this. I felt like I got on my Brooklyn Bomber on that record. Real talk.
And that's why we supporting it.
To let you know that I still got my skill. The older I get, the better I get.
Because now you're a little more smarter than what you were back then, and that's another thing of growth, evolution. You know what I'm saying?
My growth is like 2194, man. How can I say it to you? I told you that in 94. Right, I'm like 200 light years ahead of everybody. That's how I be feeling when I'm in the booth, when I'm writing, when I'm vibing. Yo, what that word 2194 means? I'm 200 years ahead of a lot of y'all. That's how I feel. Like I can see the future. When you can see your future and you put it on record, and then a couple of years later, your daughter is 15 and she's reciting your rhymes. You done did your job.
And I know she be sitting there like, yeah, her peers, the kids of her peers. She
wrote it to me and put it on Twitter and showed it to me. She actually wrote it out. She was like, yo, Dad, them lines is dope. But again, my daughter's 15. I dropped that verse in 94. Can you understand what I'm saying?
Nah, I got you. I had a 16-year-old too, so I know.
When I don't think my children is listening, you know what? My children is listening. So I gotta make stuff so they can understand. Because being on the road and being a father and being away from your children, again, that affects your kids. Us hip hop fathers, we have to respect our kids, man. Our kids is a replicate of us. So when we doing it, we ain't doing it for us no more. We doing it for family.
And they're sponging up everything.
Exactly. So we have to be careful. We have to be respectful. That's where it comes at again. You don't want your kid to be like, you know what, Dad, I ain't really like that. Why? Oh, it wasn't fresh, Dad. Thought you could have said something better. My daughter was like, nah. My daughter was like, yo, Dad, that verse is dope. Dad, I didn't know you did records with Biggie. You know what I'm saying?
And then that's the fact that you did a song with Biggie, and out of all these acts from back during the 90s, the only two rappers stand out to these young kids now is either Tupac or Biggie.
Right.
So being that you have a resume with Biggie, that stands out.
It's going to always stand out. Because you know why? When you at the right place at the right time, you can't help but to shine, my dude. I was just at the right place at the right time, running with the right people at the right time. Listen, remember, I was a student of the game, just like how everybody else is a student.
And honestly, I gotta say this, that Flavor of the Year song, the remix, was probably the hottest record P. Diddy ever was standing behind like that. I'm gonna be real, cause you ain't never heard a remix wow like that. Niggas did remixes to this day that don't even stand out like Flavor in Your Ear remix.
You know why?
Niggas even did the Whoa remix. It was like 80 niggas on that shit. Still ain't stand out.
But do you know why?
Let them know.
Every generation the game changes. You have to switch it up. Can never stay the same. You know that saying. It can never be. You can always change the game, but it would never be the same. You have to change it. You could duplicate it, but it won't never be. You can't copy something
and think it's going to have that same impact.
If it don't work right, it backfires on you. If I'm making sense.
No, they get it.
You can't I'm gonna throw this example at you. You can't duplicate a Busta Rhymes.
Hell
in
no.
the history of rap, you could never duplicate a Tribe Called Quest. You can never duplicate a Big Daddy Kane. You can never duplicate a Biggie. Look how many people that tried after he died to try to fulfill those shoes. You can't fulfill those shoes because there's only one original. You can't duplicate Rampage. You can't duplicate KRS. You can't duplicate Diddy. You can't duplicate Jay. You can't duplicate Rick Ross. You can, but you can't. You understand what I'm saying? It's like you have to duplicate something. You have to do your own thing. You can study from everybody and build your own thing, but you can't duplicate Queen Latifah. You can't duplicate Heavy D.
Because these are originals.
Right.
And you notice that list of names, everybody stood out in their own state. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And I threw Rick Ross as a new person, but you can't duplicate him because he's like how Biggie was in his time. When it's your time, like you can't duplicate a DMX. You can't. No matter what he goes through, you can't duplicate him.
Nah, hell no. Because you would actually have to go through the trials and tribulations of DMX in order to be a DMX.
And you have to be DMX. Oh, you have to be him to go through what he goes through. See what I'm saying?
And then, you know what? Shout outs to DMX too, because I seen something on TMZ today where he prayed. He had a concert, I think, out in Detroit or somewhere, and he prayed on TMZ for no one to get stabbed or anything like that. So that was kind of a good look.
You know what that's about too? And praise to DMX. You know what that's about too? You know what that's telling me?
Go ahead.
That's telling me God is moving through a lot of people. And sometimes we got to not go against what God got planned for you. So if God got something planned for you and you go against it, you should fail. So a lot of people who's failing is going against what God got planned for them. Stop, listen, and think before you do something. Understand what you want to do. Understand what you want to get into as an artist. Don't go against God's plan. Sometimes God might not hit you right back, but when he hits you, you're going to know it.
And that's the thing, like your boy, for the listeners that are listening, your boy DJ Trap Jesus have done a lot of professions. I've been a baseball player. Back in the days, I even done plays. People don't know that. I've been a rapper, and all of that stuff never panned out. But once I started doing this is where the sign was. This is where everybody started noticing me more, due to the fact that I knew my history and I knew exactly how to run a station. So obviously, correct, whatever it is, it has to do with teaching somebody something. Whatever my passion is, or whatever the future holds for me, is about educating someone about something. So that's how I'm looking at it.
I can't go against it. It's correct. It's that staying in your lane movement.
And that was the thing, like with my baseball thing, you know, that was something that was a passion my father had. You know, he was actually, rest in peace to my pops, he was actually one of the first black men of the Bed-Stuy area to actually have tryouts with the Yankees. You know, and right, so I kind of fell into that whole baseball field myself. But it didn't go nowhere for me, so I looked for another profession, which was music. And honestly, the music is always going to be there for everyone. It's all about how you maneuver around it. You know what I'm saying? Because the music is never going to die. You could go as far as back as Africa. They was doing music in Africa. And yes, there just wasn't no lyrics.
And let me add this to it. Whatever y'all think about hip-hop music right now, it will never die out. It would never die. I could die 20 years from now or die tomorrow. Hip-hop music is going to be around, as KRS-One would say, forever.
Forever and ever.
I don't care if you speed the drums up. I don't care if you speed up the hi-hat. All that is still hip-hop. Drums from Africa. You ought to understand, you know what I'm saying? Like, music soothes the soul, man.
The savage beast.
Years and years, music soothes the soul. It tells stories. Pay attention, people. This is what we do. It's an art form. Respect the art form. Don't tear it down. It don't matter how it comes from the south, it comes from the east, it comes from the west. It's all the same thing. I don't care about New York. I don't care about West Coast. It's not about that. Let's get that correct. It's all music. Music change. If you can't go with the change, then you need to get out the seat. Let somebody else do it. Stop stinking up the game. Stop being disrespectful, because she's been around for more than 25 years, man. 30, 40 years, hip-hop. People has been successful from hip-hop and music. People is living off this music. And if you can say you're getting a check off this music, then you can't go against something that God put in your lap. All that is God made. Remember, the devil's here to destroy. He don't want us to unite. He wants us to kill ourselves. He wants us to take our soul. I refuse to give the devil my soul.
So that just lets y'all know Ramp ain't part of the Illuminati either.
No, I don't submit to that.
You know what? That's what I thought too, yo. I thought that was,
but I don't even know what it is, and I don't want to know what it is.
And you know, that's what I thought back in the days, that you were approached by those type of people, and that's why you pulled the hiatus. You know what I'm saying?
I stepped out for a minute because I needed to learn the industry, man. I wanted to be real powerful. I want to be a powerful piece to the music business. And besides of being a rapper, I had to brush up on the business end of it. If I want to be a CEO of a corporate company, of one of my companies, I have to study. I have to learn. I have to understand that it's not personal. We artists get personal sometimes. This is why we can't get ahead in our careers. This is why Russell Simmons is where he's at. This is why Kevin Lyles is where he's at. This is why Leo Cohen is where he's at. This is why Jay-Z is where he's at. Because they understand structure. And if I want to be just like them or better than them, I have to understand and I have to study. I have to want to really be here. It's a lot of prayer. It's a lot of prayer that goes along with this. It ain't easy being in the music business. It's not. I'm not going to sit here and say, it's easy. But when I hear different people running these labels and they can't run the label because they don't understand, but it falls into their lap because they're at the right place at the right time, I'm trying to understand that structure. I have people I want to put out. I have people that I have artists that I'm behind 300 billion%. But again, I have to be Rampage the rapper / Rampage the business person. I could get it could get overwhelming, but this is the job that I was chosen to do. I know talent when I hear it. I like to take an artist and give them artist development. I like to show them the ropes of the game, because if I don't do that, I'm not blessed for it at all.
And then they're going to be running around dropping whatever they can just to get heard.
Exactly. So I had to sit back and understand what the game and what I really wanted to do. Now I'm back to tell y'all my story and my trials and my tribulations, because I got stories I could tell. I've been in the studio with the greats. I understand it. It ain't personal. All that is memories. It's about what you're going to do right now, at this moment, at this time.
That's some real spit, dog. I'm going to keep it funky. It's real spit.
So,
because the only thing you got at the end of the day is the memories. So
exactly. Experience. I'm experienced to be a corporate dude. I'm experienced to run one of these labels. I'm experienced because, again, it takes a person with experience, but it takes people with the knowledge to do. I have the knowledge to do that. I could run around 20 different people right now that's in corporate business because I understand structure. I understand the music. Once you understand the music, you can stay as long as you want in this rap game. Look at Jay-Z.
Yep.
He comes from Hawaii and Sophie. We was growing up listening to Hawaii and Sophie, but then...
Yeah, for real.
He's moving out with Darrell right now.
Yeah, that was one of the next questions I did have for you. Even though we spoke on a lot of the old school acts, what particular acts that you, Rampage, grew up listening to that made you decide to become a rapper?
Man, I'm going to tell you straight like that. Busy Bee, Crash Crew, Furious 4, Public Enemy, Hank Love, DNA, Edo G and the Bulldogs.
Yeah, those were my dudes right there.
Super Lover Steve Casanova Rudd. Deep Man, Hank Love, Stretch Armstrong and Barbito.
And you know something? Stretch Armstrong and Barbito, this is how far I go back in the radio history. I used to listen to them. You know what I'm saying? 89 Tech 9. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking about. That's what made me want to be in the game. Special K, Teddy Ted, Nice and Smooth, Slick Rick, Special Ed, Chub Rock. And these dudes were from around my way, Special Ed and Chub Rock. So I seen them, and Ed lived right around the corner from me, and he was the first dude I seen with a profile jacket. And I didn't know what that was. I thought it was a name brand like Hilfiger. But it was a profile jacket. RET, UTFO, these are dudes from around my way. Full Force, Bowleg and Lou and them. These are people that I used to see in Flatbush, growing up in Flatbush and listen to on the dirt bikes and on my Spin Out 360, my big wheel. You know what I'm saying? Listening to these Red Alert, Chuck Chill Out. You know what I'm saying? Molly Mall, Mr. Magic. This is stuff that I grew up listening to. You understand? Just those are the dudes that inspired me to do it. Busta Rhymes, growing up with him on the block in '82. I'm growing up with Busta Rhymes in '82. You know what I'm saying? This dude, you know what I'm saying, always had a loud voice, always doing it big. He always was writing raps on the spiral notebook. I'm coming around the corner to play Skelly with my cousin. And then all of a sudden, we end up in the basement. We beating on the joint. I didn't know what we was doing then, but he was the first person to put me on to Kumo D battling Busy B. He had the tape, the physical tape on his box in '82.
Yeah, that was a serious battle.
Busta Rhymes had a tape of Busy B battling Special K. No, battling Kumo D. And that was my first time hearing a live mixtape that Busta had on a broken-ass box that he would play all his mixtapes on. And Busta Rhymes put me on to that. Kid Capri, Ron G, DJ Doo-Wop. These are the dudes, man, like DJ Scratch from Albany Projects. You know what I'm saying? EPMD. These is all the dudes. Steezo. These are Stetsasonic. Like, I could go on, man.
Because I let everybody know. I be like, yo, for those who don't know, like, you know, I listen to all those acts, EPMD and all of that. But, like, I tell them my first record I didn't even purchase this, but my first DJ record I ever got my hands on was Warm It Up Kane.
Wow.
Once I did that, it was a rap. Huh?
I did that record over 2. I just did that record over 2.
Really?
What? I'm working on the joint called Remington Steel 2. I gotta send you the Remington Steel 1. After we get off the phone, I'm gonna email it to you and let you hear. I got a joint for Remington.
Yeah, now you said something about you got some acts. So one of these acts is Willie North Pole, is it?
One of the joints is Willie North Pole, my dude Willie. Shout out Willie North Pole. You know, if you don't know Willie North Pole, he was down with Disturbing of the Peace. You know, he got his own thing, Dark Nation. You know, I'm just helping my brother get his thing together. You dig?
Because I remember when you sent me that track and I listened to it. I was like, yo, who is this nigga? Like, I was really listening to the track. Like, yo, this nigga is crazy.
Yeah, big up to the Dark Nation. Big up to my dude Stilts. Big up to Felony Music. Big up to Willie. Yeah, Willie, man, he go hard, man. Watch when you hear his joints, man. Dude go hard. My dude go hard. My dude Hood go hard. Hood is in that record. She Scream. He go hard.
We actually got She Scream in rotation.
Man, my dude, he go hard, man. West Coast, man. This dude got the West Coast on Fizzle. My dude Judge the Boss, he go hard. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? My dude Push, he go hard. Like my Deep Freeze movement, they go hard, man. Like, we not playing, man. We not playing. I'm here to say it, man. Team Platinum. That's what I call my crew, Team Platinum, because everybody in my crew is platinum. Ain't none of us is bigger than the other. We all run as one. That's just like how Flip Mode was running. That's how my team is running. We all is one.
So, do you got any Flip Mode acts on your on the album? Like Spliff, Rod, you know, anybody of that caliber?
Now, we ain't got no songs together. But, you know what I'm saying, you know, look out for us in the future. You know, we coming together, making some things happen. About to hit the road shortly. You know what I'm saying?
True.
But
and that's the thing that, like, that be killing me, yo. It be so many solid groups, like how Wu-Tang ain't never broke up, but they been through their beefs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like Flip Mode. Then we had the Rockefeller. Yo, this was crazy.
Let me clear that air. Let me clear it for you. We ain't got no beef. We all talk. It gets to the point that when y'all all together for so many years, sometimes y'all needed a break from each other. That's what happened with us.
Okay.
You know, we've been on the road from 92 to 96, rocking. We've been on 20 billion different globes, countries.
Yo, because I'm going to say this, yo. That Cha-Cha-Cha track was bananas. I got to say that, yo. Man, I don't even know how many Brooklyn niggas knew Mexican music and the way the culture is, but after that Cha-Cha-Cha track, everybody was doing some Mexican shit.
You know what I mean? Shout out, man. My squad is forever, man. Flip Mode, we forever. Rod Digger, the first lady. I salute you, Jersey. Stand up, Brick City.
And we was talking about Rod Digger today on how strong her voice is and stuff.
Lady. You know, I'm hearing one of my favorite MCs, female MCs of all time, Rod Digger. I tell anybody that. My sister, love her to death, man. Like, My crew is forever, man. But you know, you'll see us in a minute.
Yeah, because I'm waiting for a Rod Digger track. Because I'm honestly, these female rappers, they about they ass and they titties, and I can't relate to that. I'm relating to females with bars, like Boss, Lady of Rage, Rod Digger. You know what I'm saying? MC Light, Queen Latifah. I need women rappers with bars.
Let me tell you about Digger. She got bars beyond bars. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And Google her, man. She putting things out, man. She not playing like, and she's an actress as well. So, and she running for councilwoman out there in Brick City, so salute the Queen Rod Digger, man.
Oh shit, hell yeah. Fuck that. Shout outs to Rod Diggs all day.
Look, shout out to Split Star who just came home from Moscow. Salute you. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, everybody making moves. Shout out Baby Chef. Shout out Lord Have Mercy. Shout out DJ Scratch and Tell. Shout out Buster Boss who's making moves. That Q-Tip joint is crazy.
Yeah, man. Oh my God.
I salute that, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, the squad is moving, brother.
And they snuck up on niggas with that shit, too.
So.
Right, but I would love, you know what?
The movement. You already know what the movement is. These freezers, the movement, and if you hate on us, fix your face.
Fix it, people. Yo, man, so... Other than that, do you have any tours coming up like in this year that we can keep tuned in?
The She Scream tour is about to hit Canada in a few. You know what I'm saying? I just got the word today. I don't know exactly the dates, but you know, me and my dude Hood, Welly, my dude Judge, you know what I'm saying? Team Platinum, MGM, Funny Music. We about to hit the road. She Scream tour. Shout out my man DJ Despair out there in Canada. You know what I'm saying? Deep Freeze, finest DJ in the world. We just about to make moves, man. I'll let you know. I'll keep you up with the dates.
Right. True that. Because you know we just been playing that Willie North Pole.
I'll let you know. I'm gonna shoot you to that link, but definitely jump that Willie North Pole. Put that in rotation. It deserves it.
And you know the thing is about that song. The day you sent it to me, we was playing it in the mix session. And then for some reason, I couldn't find that song in none of these archives. I'm like, yo, where is that? I know I downloaded it. I played it.
You gotta send me an email and I'm gonna...
No, I got it. I found it. I had to find it today. I found it. You know what I'm saying? But it was just odd that I didn't have that in rotation knowing you sent it to me. And I was like, where's that song at? I couldn't find it.
Man. Got caught up in the shuffles. We back though. You know what I'm saying? So definitely put that in rotation. She Scream in rotation. Anything we do, put in rotation, man.
Oh yeah, and I'm still waiting on that drop, my dude.
I'm gonna get you the drop. I'm gonna get you the drop today. You'll get the drop when we get off the phone. You just call me after this, and we're gonna get it together, and I'm gonna make it happen immediately.
Yeah, because like I said, we actually have our own station tour we're putting together. And, you know, we would love to have your crew a part of this tour if it's possible.
Hit Marche, you know, all you got to do is hit Marche. She the boss. So when you hit Marche.
Yeah, her and my PR been back and forth in it, you know, so they actually building.
That's going to happen. Hit Marche and let her know, you need the movement. You need the deep freeze movement. That's all you got to say. And tell your PR to hit her. Let them work on whatever they're going to work out. And we're going to work. I'm ready to work, man.
And that's something we need.
I gotta flex my muscles like, Incredible Hulk. You know what I'm saying? I gotta hit everybody like Hacksaw Jim Duggan right now. So,
with the 2x4.
You know what I'm saying? With the 4x4. You feel me? And watch everybody, you don't know. I got some joints, man. I'm coming. I'm working. Deep Freeze is the movement. Hit your boy up right now at The Real Rampage on Twitter. Hit your boy right now at The Real Rampage on Instagram. And Rampage the Last Boy Scout on Instagram. I got 2 Instagrams. 1 Twitter. Rampage Deep Freeze on Facebook. Add me. My social media is serious.
Now y'all already know how to get at your boy. WPIR 98.4Fm. Twitter, Facebook. DJ Trap Jesus on Twitter. I actually just made that account not even 2 weeks ago.
Man, we got to get it popping, man. Come on, Trap. You know how we do it, man.
Come on, dog. You know, and that's the reason why I hit you up, being that you are a Brooklyn MC and I'm representing the borough myself. So anybody from my borough, I will directly hit them on whatever social media that they're on. You know what I'm saying? It's all about them hollering back. But some people tend to see the name Trap Jesus and they start thinking shit. Like, yo, it's just a name, dog.
Nah, I wasn't thinking none of that. I was just like, yo, let's get to it.
Cause the nigga Doggy Diamonds from Forbes DVD, he said that. He was like, Trap Jesus? Who the hell is that?
Yo, you know something too? I'm gonna send you this new hood record too. I need you to put in rotation.
And that's the thing. We play the clean version. We play the uncut version. Cause right now the FCC ain't on our ass.
What's your email?
Huh?
What's your email again?
The Radio Live 724. That's me.
Hold on, bro. RA.
Cause you just sent me something probably like an hour ago with some banners on it or something.
Right.
So I was like,
the radio.
It's Radio Live 724 at Gmail.
Oh, that's why. I got it. I just sent you a new exclusive joint.
All right.
My dude Hood, man. Pump this crazy. It's called Strap.
And that's the thing. Like, one thing I was trying to get you to do was like throw out that on Twitter so your peoples can know that this is what's going down actually at that moment.
All you gotta do is repost the show. Let them know how we doing it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna edit this up. Every interview I do, I edit it up, throw it up on social websites and stuff like that so people can see it. You know, It ain't just like we have the interview and that's it. That's how like me and Troy Ave became cool. It's a crazy story. Like, you know, the Summer Jam of 2013, he was at the festival event. It's a couple of other artists that was premiered at the festival event too, but what Hot 97 did, they just excluded that. Like, that never took place.
Wow.
But, yeah, so what I did was I caught all the acts at the festival, even when Action Bronson walked into the crowd and started rapping. That one right there I don't have because I believe that was a waste of time, and Hot 97, they did him dirty because they cut right in the middle of his performance. They didn't even catch it from the beginning. So I couldn't even do it the way I did everybody else. But the Troy Ave performance, Bodega Bams, Rodimus, a couple of other acts, I caught their acts, and I was the one who put it on YouTube because Hot 97 shitted on them.
Wow.
Yeah. It's serious, man. It's real serious right now. Word. So me and him became cool off of that, and then one of my mans from the block, him and my man Yayo, him and Troy Ave is good friends. So he put him on like, yo, that's my man from the block. And then he hit me back, and you know, one hand washed the other. So now we good. So anytime he gets some new shit, he sends it to me also. You know what I mean?
Well, tell Troy Ave I want to do a record with him.
Oh, say no more. Once I even hit him up with that, he gonna be like, "Word, Ramp."
Yo, call him right now, immediately. We gonna link that. I just sent you this new Strap record. Look and see if you got it. My dude Hood.
All right, cause I still have. All right, I see it. It's in there.
You get it?
Yeah, it's in there. Yeah, so I'll make that happen too. I'll holler at them niggas, be like, yo, you got a legend trying to get at you.
Ask Troy, say the boy Rampage want to do a record with you, man. You know, I don't want nothing from him. Just, you know, we could swap out. I do a record on his joint, he do a record on my joint. Let's do it. I fucks with the ball, man. Let's get it popping.
And that's what's good. Now I know that you said all you have to do is let your manager know. So we good to have you on our promo tour. Like I said, we don't want no major faces that's getting money now. We want faces of up and coming acts and acts we haven't seen in a while.
It ain't no Hollywood over here. You got my direct, my dude. So Trap, all you got to do is make sure you hit the boss lady. Hey, y'all get it together, and I'm ready to rock. You did?
Right. So do you have any advice for any artists trying to come up and get that status that Ramp has?
Well, learn to understand the music business. Learn to keep your eyes open. Learn to pay attention. Learn to have a great team. Learn how to read and understand understanding what you're reading before you get into the music business. Make sure you finish school. Make sure you have an education. Make sure you know if this is what you really want. Stay focused. You're right. You're one step away. Understand the music structure of the music business. Get books on it. Read books on it, old and new. Make sure your dialogue and your information is official before you enter the music game. Don't do it because somebody else is doing it. Do it because you want to do it. Stay focused. God bless.
And those are the words of Rampage, the last Boy Scout, peoples. And now, as we sit there and we done dropped a lot of truth for y'all up and coming acts. Y'all need to start focusing and stop bullshitting. And because your boy said your song is hot, that don't mean the whole billion of other people gonna think the same. You know? So always be humble. Word, man. Alright, yo, but shit, man, it was good to chop it up with you, my dude. But like I said, we got it. We got the joints. And you know, anytime you send us a joint, you know we gonna play it clean or uncut. It doesn't matter, because like I said before, the FCC is not on our ass yet.
Yeah. And make sure you end this show with my dude Hood. You know what I'm saying? Strap. It's official. D-Freeze is the movement. Team Platinum. You know what I'm saying? MGM Management. Felony Music. We coming. We not playing, man. We making moves, man. And all you other haters that's hating on the kid, fix your face. You will see me again. For real. And oh yeah, D-Freeze is the movement. Right.
Any other shout outs you want to throw out before we throw this joint on for the people?
Man, you know, let's just get to the music, man. Everybody follow me. Twitter, Instagram, The Real Rampage. And Rampage, the last Boy Scout. You know what I'm saying? You want to know anything about your boy, just definitely, you know, hit me up. Anybody want to do verses with me or whatever, hit your boy Trap up or hit up, you know, Marche, MARSHEAG at Gmail. And, you know, let's get it popping. You already know what it is.
You know what you could do for me? You know, now my rapper side is talking. I need that Smack Somebody instrumental.
Man, I ain't got that on this, but we'll see what I can
because
do.
That shit is, that beat is just so damn New York. It's fucking crazy, man.
Man, thank you, man. Thank you so much, Trap. But definitely hit me after this so I can send you your drop.
Oh, true that. As soon as
your drop right now and get it popping.
As soon as we throw this on, I'm gonna hit you up. I got you.
Definitely.
All right, y'all. That was Rampage, the last Boy Scout in the building. Right here, WPIR 98.4 FM. It's your boy DJ Trap Jesus. We focus. Holla at y'all. We about to drop this exclusive from the boyhood. It's called Strapped.
And hold up. And I'm going to send you my dude, Yo Westwood, too.
All right.
That too, right now. But we're going to drop Strapped right now. Let's go. Let's get with it.
All right. WPR 98.4 FM. We in the building. Focus, people.